There's the tank lighted. This is the 100-gallon. Those little ball things in there have crackled glass in them, and amazingly they do not leak. I got a few plants planted. Got some beautiful, beautiful plants here. Here's my dragon who's got black opals in his little thing. Probably about $1,000 worth of black opals in his little bowl. Got some Manubius up on his neck. I'm gonna have to wait till I get some driftwood, like I said earlier. The light will recharge those night lights, and I'm fixing to show you what they look like with the lights off. I still got air stones. As you can tell, it's still really cloudy water, and I've added that to it, trying to clean it up and polish it up. Emperor 400 just ain't powerful enough for a 100-gallon tank at all. Heaters are working well. Temperature's about 80 degrees, 78, 79, 80, somewhere running there. Sand's looking good. Everything's looking good. I like the tank. I've got my T5s on the way for this. I've only ordered one for it, and my other tanks are looking pretty crappy right now, but this one's looking decent. I'm gonna have to work on the other ones later. What I did do is I freezed some fluorite into blocks, and I plugged the fluorite up underneath into the substrate. As you can tell, a couple of places there, that's what I've done. I don't like uneven sand. It's not natural. If you look at sand out in the wild and it's up underneath the water, it's not like really level or anything. There's humps and everything else in it. But, you know, main problem here is all the tannin seepage, and as you can tell, the bottom part of the tank is got a lot of tannins in it, whereas the upper part is polished off pretty well, but it's still kind of foggy. So I'm just going to try to fix the problem, and not real sure how I'm going to do that yet, except for I bought another Emperor 350 to go on the back. People say they don't do well with plants and stuff with the Emperors, but we will see. I'll keep the water line up so the agitation is minimal, and be removing at least one of those air stones soon. Alright guys, this is the 100-gallon. You can tell, you got the night lights in, little globes there. I got it planted somewhat, no fish in there yet. I do not like level sand, so you know, it just makes it look unnatural. So I went with an unlevel sand deal. I got a filter in there with a homemade filter in there with filter floss going to try to polish up the water a little bit. As you can tell, it's awfully yellow. Be doing some water changes, but I just dosed for the plants, so I don't want to change the water for a few days. As you can tell, those lights are really cool. This is in the semi-dark. Looks really good, totally dark, but this camera ain't going to show it. I've got a dragon in there on top of the rock, and you can't see it, but he has black opals in the little hanger he's got in there. I got some Manubia hanging off his neck, but need to move it as soon as I get a piece of driftwood in here, because I'm not done planting either. I just don't have enough plants. This thing is massive, you know, bigger than I had expected. The lights work really well. And just so y'all know, let's get in closer so you can see that it's actually in the tank and buried in the sand and not behind it. Alright, that's cool. Alright.